So, abega former makwaba epiem edebeye Kwabenaholic TV dwumadie so na ensem bi aba abetoda ewo manmu na ensem no esemani ensese kachew. Ensem be na abetoda. Mesa wo say wo wona wo hwe me da na wa wontie me da. Mesa wo so be hwe video na se na wa like and subscribe no make comment na oda fa video won na bibia so unsa akanema so nko ewo ye Kwabenaholic TV dwumadie so. Mesa wo say obedi machi na yakoti isem no nchire mu nsem bia ekoso MPP fo ni abere enye sabketwa MPP fo ni abere papa na enye
education must be called to order. How would you take it if you say you are as short as Nanado? How would you feel? No, how will you? You see, someone is rising up.
Mr. Speaker, it looks like we have an Idi Amin in the making. We have an Idi Amin in the making. This House will not watch for an Idi Amin to emerge.
Speaker, are we saying that the policy going forward will be for the minister to be directed NCA to shut down radio stations?
The minister will shut down the stations today. Tomorrow he will shut them down. Tomorrow next he will shut them down. If they want, they should go for authorization.
He must come before this House, tell us the reasoning behind his action.
Tampuli. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to contribute to the statement ably delivered by my very good friend Davis Opoku, Member of Parliament for the people of Mpraeso, on the unlawful ministerial interference in the enforcement actions of the Minister for Communications on the National Communications Authority. Mr. Speaker, the maker of the statement makes reference to the act that established the National Communications Authority. And like many acts, Mr. Speaker, there is place for ministerial authority and supervision. Now, what those acts do, including this particular act of the NCA, is to give powers to the minister to make policy directives and interventions to enhance the work of the NCA. Mr. Speaker, no room is created for the minister to interfere in operational matters as far as the NCA Act is concerned. What we are seeing today, Mr. Speaker, is an overzealous minister who has moved beyond the policy direction by the minister and the ministry, and is now dabbling in palpable frivolities. Mr. Speaker, the minister has decided to move beyond the policy directions to now direct that directors of the NCA proceed on leave. Mr. Speaker, he is also requesting for CVs of directors and staff of the NCA. Now, if ministers go beyond the policy directives and now go all the way to the staff, Mr. Speaker, then the NCA has to pack bag and baggage and go and sit at the Ministry of Communications, so that the minister will run the ministry and run the NCA, run GIFEC, run NITA, run all the agencies. Now, this is not properly situated within the meaning of what we call constitutionalism. Government according to predetermined rules. The rules are there. The minister has set his own rules and is running amok. Mr. Speaker, the Minister for Communication must be called to order. Immediately so. Now, this is a minister, when he was on this side of the aisle, and some radio stations were directed to be closed down by the NCA and not the minister. Mr. Speaker, the minister who was then deputy ranking for communications, and I was a member of the communications committee, you summoned the minister. And we requested the minister to direct NCA all manner of things took place in this house, in this hallowed chamber at the committee level, and then the press conferences that he was holding. How can that same person transmogrify himself from a defender now to the adversary? Mr. Speaker, did we reset to do things worse than they happened before? What was the essence of reset? We said we should reset in order to do things right. Now, where does the minister derive his power to ask the radio stations to be closed down when the powers that he has under the NCA Act do not come anywhere close to what he's doing? So, Mr. Speaker, what the minister is doing is to probably later on request that every promotion that will take place at NCA must be brought to the minister for him to authorize before. Even staff salaries would have to be sent to the minister for him to pay. Mr. Speaker, it looks like we have an Idi Amin in the making. We have an Idi Amin in the making. This house will not watch for an Idi Amin to emerge at the Ministry of Communication. And we are sending the signal to the Minister for Communications to relax. To relax. The exuberance is getting too much.
Hold on. Yes, leader. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I like Idi Amin. He's a nice guy. But where Idi Amin is painted as a dictator, and then a minister of state is likened to Idi Amin, it becomes an inappropriate referral of the minister. So I beg you can make your point without alleging that an Idi Amin is emerging at the Ministry of Communication. I'm just happy that he's admitting that this is not the first time a radio station is being shut down, and that even when the NPP was in office, radio stations were being shut down. But please don't refer to the minister as Idi Amin.
Yes. Mr. Speaker, the leader of the House is the one who is putting words in my mouth. I never mentioned a dictator. I said Idi Amin, probably because of their body size. I'm making reference to, so there could be similarities in the two of them. I haven't said he's a dictator. So, Mr. Speaker.
Hold on again. Yeah, Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think that he ought to apologize to our colleague who is not here. To body shame him is completely unacceptable. How would you take it if you say you are as short as Nanado? How would you feel? No, how will you? You see, someone is rising up. Mr. Speaker, someone is rising up. And that is the reason why you shouldn't body shame him. And I think that you should do the needful. The list that is, well, he's not here. I will. Hold on. If you feel offended because I describe you to be as short as Nanado, I sincerely apologize and withdraw. So will you do the needful?
Honorable Mutala, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Hold on. You get up.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, take off that reference.
I withdrawn. He asked me whether I would do the needful, and I said that if he feels offended, I withdraw entirely. So I expect him to do the same.
Okay.
I expect him to do the same.
Well. Honorable Tampuli, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Do away with that. The body sizing, I don't think.
Mr. Speaker.
It will be offensive.
Mr. Speaker.
It will be offensive.